everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, two teams come off tough losses a week ago and want to turn things back around today. It's the Patriots going up against the Voyagers. With that, let's welcome in our fine broadcast team. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, thanks, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the New England Patriots and the Houston Voyagers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at our home side as we enter play here. They coming off their very first loss of the year, suffered a week ago.
Yeah, it will not be a perfect season, but I'm interested to see how they bounce back now that they know that chasing the 1972 Dolphins is out the window.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Patriots, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here come the Patriots getting ready on offense. And they're led out by a guy who learned from one of the great ones in his first few years in Tom Brady. This is Jimmy Garoppolo.
When you're back up to one of the all-time great players, if you don't spend time picking that guy's brain or just watching and observing how he does things to increase your game, then you've wasted that time. I don't think Jimmy Garoppolo is that type of a player. I think those lessons learned have a chance to transmit themselves very well.
A first carry now. This is Lacy. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. Corey Graham brings him down. Let's discuss this offense now, and Julian Edelman, very good player.
Has really developed into a terrific slot receiver, and a lot of times he would be the primary receiver. Still mad coming out of college that he's not a quarterback in the NFL. He takes it out on the opposing defenses.
They run it again with Lacy. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. And, Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one, because to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well. But that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being out. Finding guys who are capable backups who can step up and play when they need them. And we've seen the results of that. This team knows how to work through things.
And eventually taken down, but how about that athletic spin move we saw? Gives him the first down yardage.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. Now a first down carry. It's Lacy. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
When you take a look at Eddie Lacy, you expect the run we just saw, don't you? A battering ram type of an effort.
Absolutely. Such a tough runner at Alabama where he won those national championships, and a tough runner here in the NFL. They stay on the ground on first down with Lacy. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
But when it comes to the running game, the New England Patriots, they're one of the few teams in the NFL that I don't think care much about balancing things out.
Last year, to your point, 5th in passing yardage, number 30 in the run game.
What they want to do each and every week is make a game plan based on their opponent, not so much their own person.
And this is caught. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Eddie Lacy, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. That That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Deron Harmon makes the tackle. Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the first on second down. They'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll force upon them a 3rd and 14. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
The Patriots going with a dime package here. 2 extra defensive backs on third. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line.
The well-executed slant routes are based on timing, and that one was hit just right. Ball out of the quarterback's hands quickly, right to the receiver. He catches it on the run, and you saw the end result. Big-time run after catch. They love those rack yards.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. A quick look here at the Patriot defense.
Dante Hightower is a guy who can play the run with the best of anyone in the league, but he'll fool you a little bit in pass coverage. Not so bad there as well.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 30.
Back to throw. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They'll look to throw here. Screen play, Johnson. And he is going to lose yardage here. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
On second down, Lacey. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. And it's possible that today the most important group could be the linebackers.
Yeah, the second level, as we like to call them, right? Defensive front has to control things, but the linebackers, they do more than clean up. They help create big plays.
The offense staring at a 3rd and 12 here.
Now let's go.
Now Lacey. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. So this is where a defense can really pin back its ears, bring it all, sell out to stop the run this time. It'll earn them 2 points.
They definitely guessed right here. A run blitz all the way, and that's a bad feeling for a running back when he knows he's got to at least get it over the goal line. But all he sees are opposing jerseys. Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
And now out comes Houston. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
They're going to look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. Touchdown, Houston. Their big-bodied receiver, his 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys have taken the lead. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that
blitz coming, and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the 2 defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker slipped free.
At the end of 1, it's a tight game here early. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
The NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Head & Shoulders. Shoulders were made for greatness, not dandruff.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. He'll set up the screen to Lacey. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. That'll go as a loss of 9, and it leads to 3rd down.
Well, so much for bluffing the defensive line into thinking that they were going to be able to get to the quarterback. Instead, they sniffed out the screen pass and made a really nice play for lost yardage.
An encroachment penalty here, maybe just a mental lapse, partner.
Sometimes you have to just watch the football. Make sure it's snapped before you're jumping.
It's Garoppolo finding time. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. And after the sack, he's still down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Here's Britton Colquitt now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. That's taken it around the 40. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. And now out comes Houston. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me. Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And a look now at the defense as they head back out there onto the field. And we're going to get a peek at some of the hits that have helped them get this first half lead.
And you know how the best hits happen? By being really good on that side of the ball in terms of fundamentals, being in the right spot, diagnosing plays well, and being there at the point of attack. They are really making it happen.
One back is Lacey. They're going to give it to him running right. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Man, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
Here's the backup, Jacoby Brissett. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And the offense facing a 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, Brissett. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He loses 5 full yards to bring up 4th.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
Here's Britton Colquitt now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded at about the 28.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
Got the hand caught up in the grill of the face mask. 15-yard penalty.
So tough for a defender. You're trying so hard to make a play, and the way that these offensive guys can move around, sometimes your hand gets into the wrong place.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it a second down. So this brings up a 2nd and 2. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass, and completing it.
And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now they'll run it on the toss. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. They come out here in the eye. And they'll go on the ground. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And that will make this a 16-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? The offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They get 25 yards out of that one. And it'll be first down, New England.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running
That's
back
what you
on
need
that
for
counter
a good
play?
counter.
You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well, but they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was great there and a big run. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
A second down throw for Brissett. He's got time. A dump off to Lacey. And he's brought down. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
Quincy Anoon with the intended receiver. And it's second down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it. What people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
So completion on second down, that brings up third.
Here we go!
They'll try and run for it. Here's Lacey. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. So the run gets him the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout.
Let's go!
Brissett to throw on first. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
So on comes Cairo Santos now for the field goal try. This from 54 yards away. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
And now out comes Houston. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. His throw incomplete. So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on 3rd down.
Here we go now.
They'll drop the throw. Screenplay, Johnson. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
They'll set up a throw. Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
On 2nd down, Brissett again. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. On 3rd down, here's Lacey. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's taken to the 26. That's a 49-yard punt, 8, though, on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And making their way back out there now, the Patriots defense. They got a little steam following the interception the last time they were out there, Charles.
And they wanted to keep that going now because once you get one, he wanted to multiply and turn into a bunch.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Here we go now.
They go Play action here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete.
He's thrown one interception already, and that doesn't necessarily mean the rest of the game is going to go like that. But it does seem that he's a little bit off in his opinion. This challenge was initiated by the guys in New York. Taking a look at the play, less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm sure the coach wanted to check. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
An extra corner on the field for New England here on third down.
Yeah, another DB. They'll run it with Johnson, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves him looking at a fourth down. Here's Matt Darr now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. So we reach halftime. Hey, you. Yeah, you. John, why'd you skip Larry's halftime? I'm just kidding. I don't know who you are. But if you're John, bet you're pretty freaked out for a second. All right, let's get to the third quarter. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And let's shift now to talking about the Patriots defense. They're losing here as we begin the third quarter, trying to stop this from being a bigger deficit.
I used to play for a coach who always talked about getting the other team's attention. And in this case, they want to let them know that you're going to do the dictating from here on out, not the other way around.
Trying to impose their will as we start the third.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
A good pick up there on 20 yards.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
And that is incomplete.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
How's school today, buddy?
Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because that's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense.
We really ran a bounty program, and I put that on Big
Go
D.
downfield and score some points. Now, the last
I
part
injured
remains
Jimmy
to be seen,
Garoppolo.
but they got the
Patriots.
first part done very well.
The second drive of the game.
Boards, or you mean the magic marker board?
Yeah, those two.
On the counter, here's Lacy. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Say what you want about Eddie Lacy. He is really important to his team, and right now, they're holding him down well below his normal.
Bro, there's so many user-traded players on the Patriots, it's ridiculous.
Really?
They had Quincy and they Eddie Lacy, Robert Quinn.
That's the key to
Yeah, a little bit of
Sheer
everybody.
traded Lacy.
Yeah.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken.
I traded away
to the end zone.
Jeremy, or whatever that dude's name, Howard.
You can still set up the play action
Jordan
and throw the
Howard.
football. You control the clock
Jeremy.
because you
I got
have the ball and
a
they
corner
don't.
from
And often the physicality sets the tempo for the
KC.
game. And that's how you pick up a first
I think I gave up 2 picks
Not only does
in
he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds,
2 picks in here. It was like,
and dragging to make sure he gets it
I had
done.
like 4 or 3 third-round picks. So I've just been giving those out.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook.
Did you play Dudley yet?
Yeah. 2nd and 8.
Did you
Now
win?
he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
What's the score?
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Lacey.
He really beat me because I had my 4 best players at their position was out. Corner, linebacker, receiver, and quarterback.
He's a big back, and he runs with some power.
If I play him in the Super Bowl, I will win.
Did you already
Those
advance?
types of runs, as they accumulate, they turn into bigger runs later because after a while, guys don't want to deal with him.
Now a handoff. Here's Lacey. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. Nice run there, 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle.
Okay, so I have this left end. What should I upgrade on?
And they take him down.
Play recognition is like, is his other stuff good already?
I'm about to upgrade his power to 80.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack. The offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give him a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking.
Was that a, please don't tell me that was
get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
This nigga is literally nickel and diamond right
there.
now.
You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Bro, you gotta intercept that, bro.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Quarterbacks like throwing the slant route, but they have to be careful about ball placement. They have to put it in a spot that makes sure the receiver has his body in front of the defender.
You gonna watch me whip those niggas' asses online.
I saw you playing that dude against
We're set now on second.
One of them little fag ass niggas thought they was gonna message me.
What he said?
He said, shush. Or shit. And
oh,
he
you
said,
said, were you talking
to
in chat?
Yeah, and then he said something about me mumbling. I was like, what?
And the
And
Patriots
then,
get a score closer.
After the game, after he quit, I can't even ask.
Pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
And unable to connect.
Then he tried to say, hold on, you call me broke.
He attempted to fade to the back corner of the end zone unsuccessfully. And I've been with you long enough, Brandon. I know it's not one of your favorite calls.
Well, it's interesting. Before working with you, I always viewed that as you're just taking away space and you're trapping yourself in a corner. But you actually have told me they're trying to create space where space is not.
Yeah, it's really a weird deal, isn't it? But you've got to just move that defender inside to create that separation and that little bit of space where there just isn't much.
I know Deontay McFadden, how he get down. Fuck is broke.
And now out comes Houston.
Oh,
got the lead last time.
He said, I'm asked question mark LMAO. I said, yes, and please change your gamer tag. You some shit. His gamer tag is beating you 09. I said, he said, LMAO, you a dumbass. Have you seen my record broke ass buying the game weight? And then I was like, he said, what the fuck is why are your gamer tag? Oh yeah, that your ass mumbling. That's your ass. He said he didn't spell ass right. He put ass.
What a dumbass.
And then he put a bunch of like random letters. I said I pre-ordered it though, and I don't play online. I play connected franchise. He said, sure bro. I said, who won? He said, I don't give a fuck. My stats speak the truth. It's one game. I said, we can play again after I get off work. He said, fuck off. And I ain't messaging back because he was butthurt.
He said, fuck off.
Bro, it's just a video game. You gotta be upset that I took your sheets, nigga.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Oh. This nigga Devin Funches cannot catch. He's getting bent. We got enough. No, in fact, I don't even know why my man Nelson wasn't in the game to begin with.
Ball free and brings up
Straight to speed comeback.
Offense in a little bit of a
I don't know why I
here.
keep trying to fucking pass the ball. This shitty ass quarterback.
Who's leading that? Actually,
There's a play fake as they set up to throw.
leading the entire year.
Aguilar has it. They pick
Aguilar.
up 12 on the play there,
Yeah, Alshon
and they move
Jeffrey. The only two people who have a chance is Amari Cooper and Speedy Miller. Speedy Miller was hurt. And Dudley has to play 3 users who are going to play good defense against Amari Cooper.
He has to play Sheer and
Amari Cooper has 40 reception yards against me.
I was going to say, Alshon has like upwards to 70.
This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
How old is
And
he?
you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself?
I think it's his, I know it says it's his 7th year, like this season's his 7th, so I think he's like 20-something, like 28, 29.
When that nigga hit 31, that's a wrap for his career. I just want you to plan ahead.
I got Jarvis Landry, who's like 24 on this game, like 25.
In order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
If even that.
Second down for Seth.
Hey, stop fumble. Stop fumble. Get your ass
And I
up.
had Cameron Hill, I traded Cameron Hill. I had Kevin White, who's a real second or third year. What? This dude just pinned me at the 1. Oh, wow. That was pretty good, not gonna lie.
And now out comes Houston. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
Yeah, that's what I like to see, a little speed matchup. Oh, shit.
Alshon Jeffrey, first play, touchdown. Alshon Jeffrey, 99-yard touchdown. Let's go. First play of the game for the Bears.
Something tells me that you cheat to do that. Like, you just called 4 verticals on the 1 yard line.
No, I didn't know. The corner was playing. Okay, I've called it in route, a little 10-yard in route to get the first down. The corner was playing the 10-yard line. And then he caught it, and then he just broke the tackle and fucking 99 yards.
But there are a lot of moving parts on a play for an offense when they call that one. Because you got the linemen that have to move, you have the wide receivers that have to get out.
Start talking my voice. Oh my god, bro. What the hell is these niggas doing?
And know he's probably going to take a big hit before it lofts the screen off to the back. Why didn't he catch it? That's all he needed to do for them to be successful.
This is taken around the 12.
Bro, why is my team not able to stop the run? I hate it. Every running back I play is just like
and the turnover last time, that's
so
sort of
good.
symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it though, because you're exactly right. All game long, they've struggled moving the ball.
Marlon!
Last possession.
Humphrey.
Symptomatic. I like that.
Your analysis symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Throwing again, Brissett on 2nd and 10. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
shit.
Sometimes the coverage is so
3rd
good,
down, we know what play we
on
want to
offense,
run.
you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On 3rd down, Brissett. He's got time in the pocket.
Give me that.
Can't hang
We're
on
here.
to it. Almost intercepted.
That's still good
They would have
defense.
loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get him to 4th down.
Oh, Mario Edler, or who was that just jumped up there and blocked the
Good
pass?
job by the O-line quarterback. Had time to go through his checks. That's one you need to take advantage of.
Perfect situation,
Rivers is
and they're
0-2,
unable to
but
take
they're
advantage
still,
of it. When you have that much time to scan the field, you have to find an open receiver.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of back now here on EA Sports. As we are just about set
the
to
past
go here
like couple of games I played. What's his name?
They do on the ground through the air. Let's see. 2nd and 9.
Is Adrian Peterson isn't in the league still? It's not. I had to play C.J. Anderson. Fucking. No, I'm playing Melvin Gordon. I played like amazing running backs every week.
They'll run it now.
And they just kill us.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down. 10 yards to go on 3rd.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackle was there right away for a loss of yardage.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off.
Are you serious?
Delayed game, offense.
Why didn't it make the fucking kicking noise?
A long way to go here for the offense on 3rd down after the penalty.
I don't know who the fuck their corner is, but this dude. I already have 100 passing yards.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot,
133 yards.
Yeah, when you got that much success, finally, someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
A beautiful fake.
Every time.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Patriots take over. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. But they're looking for it now.
It's on Jarvis Landry. Let's go. Andy caught it still.
On offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Offense.
First and 1. Interesting.
Bro, these guys are playing 10 yards back on Jarvis Landry now. What are they thinking? I'm just gonna throw a little dinky fucking 4-yard passes and just rack up the yards.
That puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It's a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed. And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point
I
of
really
attack.
wish Madden would let me run where I
with a
wanted
3rd and 3.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
But that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Time running out here on the play clock. They'll run it now out of the gun.
Now, this
and he'll find his way down right
stop
around the 12. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Oh, there's no doubt that this is a huge defensive series right here. They've got to hold them to a field goal attempt or less. Otherwise, this game just might be out of reach. Let's see if they can hunker down and get it done.
Looking to throw. Buying time to his left.
Crazy,
and he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Oh, fumble. Oh, let's go. We forced him to fumble on the kick.
The offense needs 7 out of this play on 3rd down.
Damn near could have picked it up and scored.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Formation, goal line. Let me play the pass and check it out. Nice spot.
They come out here in the eye. And here we go on 1st and goal.
Yeah,
and he
no,
gets into the end
the afterburner.
zone. Touchdown, Houston.
Let's hold that
A
down
great
again.
play there with touchdown number 3 here in this game and 17 now on the year.
Yeah,
and that'll
17
make this a
touchdowns this
3-score
season.
game as the lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field
Touchdown,
now
Alshon Jeffrey. That's number 2 on the year around the game for him.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have
Damn,
an empty
that's
possession,
fucking
punt the ball
nothing
away,
killing
get
this
yourself
team
set up
now.
on
Yeah,
defense.
with it
When you
left,
turn it
left,
over,
left,
it changes momentum, and when they take
The
it
heck
downfield
is
and punch it
switching
in on
before
you,
the play.
that's
So
a bad
terrible.
possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be,
Yes,
because
awful.
otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
On 1st and 10, Brissett.
This nigga just broke my
And
thought.
toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. On 2nd down, Brissett again. Goes right side, complete to Gronk. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
For many people, that's not your standard play call in that 3rd down situation. But for so many offenses, they just want the ball in the hands of their playmakers in open space. And after he caught it, he did a nice job picking up the 1st down.
Brissett on 1st down. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. It looked like he might have had a window there, but the rhythm was just a little bit off.
Certainly was, because everything that has to come together to get a pass completed. Yeah, you're right. The sync just wasn't there.
Out to the flat for Lacey. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
All week long as a defense, you game plan to stop this guy as a runner. And then when they start sneaking him out of the backfield and throwing it to him, that totally disrupts what you plan to do in the game.
Throwing. Brissett. A dump off to Lacey. Lacey.
Another fumble.
The football. It's out.
Let's
and they're
go.
going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth
You'd
quarter.
say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And now out comes Houston. That last drive was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
What really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they make... He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there, 78 yards. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play
I think he
later?
might have he's been out for 3 straight plays.
Did he have a big play right before
as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Not really.
Now the Patriots gearing up to go.
Let's see, second quarter, and he's still out. Yeah, second quarter just started.
That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset.
Yeah, we just heard.
They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. A second down throw for Brissett. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
After that incompletion, I almost get the sense that he's going to look up at the booth and kind of look at us and say, hey, you guys got any suggestions? It's been that kind of game, hasn't it? They've had
he broke his wrist. No.
I get that you're trying to make a play here losing fourth quarter, but to throw when you're not set with pressure coming could have been an interception.
Very much so, and it's been that kind of
oh
game.
My God, bro.
Had him off balance. He's got to find
they
a
got
way to
so
make some
lucky,
big-time
man.
throws down the stretch.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Brissett to throw on first. Wide open, Gronkowski. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. A first down throw for Brissett. Looking sideline, incomplete. He was looking for Quincy Enunwa that time, and now it's second down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. A second down throw for Brissett. Finding time. Great protection. And this is caught at the 8.
You gotta be kidding me, bro. They let them get so many good passes in the fourth quarter.
It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
You remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They used their pullback and pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Radman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
Well, it's still an uphill battle.
And they're taking an onside kick down by 16.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the two-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready. Because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And now out comes Houston. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it?
Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Now I'm throwing it.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Going up top.
Fucking Melvin Gordon's just running all over.
Hey, invite Sheer to the party. You made it private.
And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
Bro, I threw the fucking ball. Come on.
So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
If these niggas blitz on 4th and 19, I'm on their ass.
Now they'll throw.
I'm on their ass. They blitz.
He sets to fire deep.
Oh my God, bro. I quarterback you so
children of God, how are you in your blessed lives?
Patriots take over and they're going to have terrific field position.
I trying to hold up, my mic came out. Oh my goodness, blessed people.
They scored Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
Hey, I hope you guys have a great weekend. I started telling people that at school today. I was like, you're going to have a great day. They looked at me like I was weird. I'm just trying to spread the positivity.
I respect that.
They were like, okay, thank you, so are you? Basically how it sounded every time. I'm like, man, alright, I'm just trying to spread the positivity.
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this.
Bro, go watch the last 10 minutes of this stream and tell me I didn't get cheese. Because that's the second time now. Are you watching it right now, Sid?
No, man, I'm about to play my game.
Somebody's just doing this while
they'll celebrate, but the guys on the sidelines,
wow.
they've got to stay focused. The
We're facing the 0-6 Cardinals.
They need them to get the ball back.
You mean they're down by 10 with 30 seconds to go. And the score was 37-13.
And a neutral zone infraction on the defense.
How is it that my best fucking defensive lineman?
Hey, Jen!
I swear to God, if you say some motivational shit.
Jen, you're going to have a great game.
This is caught. Gronkowski. But he will not get into the end zone. A very pivotal two-point try that does not go their way now. It's a big uphill battle for the rest of the fourth quarter.
You know something?
Was to try and make it a one-score game, right?
Alright, fine. Fuck my pocket.
No.
Hey, Deontay, you know, I'm really proud of your team for beating the Patriots when you don't have like 7 of your starters. Jen, I'm really disappointed in your shit.
Nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
I'm just disappointed in it. You just don't want my positivity, so I won't give it to you.
Well, what were you going to say? Just get it over.
Getting down to the end here, they have a 2-score lead, barely, but it's a 2-score lead, so that probably makes you as a coach feel a lot more comfortable right now, doesn't it, Charles? It does, but
no, you gotta chill. Why are they calling timeout?
That'll be
their third and final stoppage here
as we step aside.
Got a nice
6 yards here to go for the offense on second down.
That's water. I'm not running that way, man. Oh, shit. Did you like my W's online?
I didn't even watch it. I was in class. I didn't get the chance to.
It's a gain of 11
Did
yards
you enjoy?
time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Time I was able to watch it.
I wanted to get the fucking shit, you know.
And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo.
We need Leonard Fournette to get 10 yards in 6 seconds on the ground.
It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
This girl's crying because of a shot. I'm sick. Yes.
She Snapchat you?
Yeah, I'm in Snapchat.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Should I run toss or power?
What'd she say?
Said pray for me, I'm about to get shot.
Did she send you that?
I forgot to reply. And I forgot to reply. And she said, I put how'd it go? And she put, I'm crying, but mama ain't raised no bitch. And I put, wow, you're crying.
How can she say she's crying, but mama didn't raise no bitch if she's crying?
That's why I didn't say that other part.
Wait, hold on. Wait, she's what? Say it again.
She said that she was crying, but her mama didn't raise no bitch.
But she was crying. Therefore,
yeah, I was gonna put that, and I put you're crying.